Okay, hello everyone in GD150 Digital Animation. Welcome to the April 6th edition of Remote Instruction. One side note, I will have already sent you out an email on this, but if you are not participating in the class, it is highly recommended that you drop the class ASAP. Because of the virus, the school is being generous on this account. So you may want to look into it. I will have provided a link for you in the email. Okay, I don't really have anything new to report for today, so we can move on to the 13th. Now, having just said that, I guess the only new thing directly ties in to what I'm about to say, and that is that there is now a post for the storyboard. So that was all discussed last week, and some of it even the week before, of how to get the storyboard ready. But there's now a post in Canvas. So you go to Canvas, and then you go to Discussions, and then you post your items there. But because we have this remote instruction, we are not able, obviously, to do the in-class critique, which is a huge part of this physical storyboard. So what we are going to do is do it online instead. And this works really good. I've done this for online classes. Ours is going to be a special version of this discussion post plus replies. It is raining really loud right now, so hopefully that's not coming through too much. So what you're going to do is go to the post of another student storyboard, and you are going to do a write-up. So let me just show you what that might look like. So you should see something roughly like this. Along with our announcements that you've seen a zillion times, you should see a discussion tab here. And then you'll see the previous discussions we did, and then this is the important one here for the week of April 6th storyboards. So everybody needs to get their storyboard turned into that before class begins today, April 16th, and then you have 1 week, or just shy of 1 week, it has to be done before class starts, to select someone's storyboard. And basically what you're going to do is tell us what you think is going on in that storyboard. And it truly is just what you think is going on. You're not allowed to contact the person and ask them questions. When we do it in class, you simply grab someone's storyboard, take it to your desk, get a piece of paper, write down what you think is happening, get up in front of the class, tell the class what's happening. Then the person whose storyboard it is comes up with you and says what the differences are. And the reason for that critique is just so that everyone gets to experience that a picture says 1,000 words, but sometimes it could say it just a little bit clearer. And then the next time you make a storyboard, you can realize, things that could be clearer to tell the story better with just pictures. Okay, so right now, when I click on the storyboards, the only one that's in here right now is Cole's. But let's say I was a student in the class. What I would do is I would click on reply, and I guess first what I do is look at Cole's storyboard by clicking here, downloading it, opening it up, and then I would click on reply, and I'd make a reply to that storyboard. Now, here's it's not a suggestion. Let's just say everybody do this. Once you pick the storyboard that you want to do, what you should do right away is click reply and put, I will be posting a reply to this storyboard very soon. Now what that does is protects that storyboard for you, because there can only be one reply per storyboard. So what I'd be doing if I clicked here on reply is I'd say, I'd be typing this, I will make a post to this storyboard very soon. Now that gives me time to take a deep breath, take a real close look at Cole's storyboard, and then make a post about that storyboard. Now, in an effort not to confuse people, I'm not going to post anything else here for now. But after class meets today, I will post these instructions in that post. But what I'd like is everyone to get their storyboard in there first, not see this and get confused. But again, once the storyboards are posted, then these are your instructions. If you fail to or choose not to do this, you will lose 25% of your storyboard grade. So it's an integral part of the storyboard is participating on this. The write-up must be posted no later than 5 minutes before class begins on April 13th. Only one reply per post. That's why I gave that instruction of claiming the person's post and then relaxingly writing out the post. Then what you do, and I'm going to give you an example of this, you simply type up an explanation of what you believe is going on in that storyboard. So the criteria is do not contact the person. Do not pick one that you already know of. Like if you're friends with someone in class or you sat next to someone in class and they explained to you what they were going to do, don't go there. Don't pick that one. Wait until another one's posted and pick that one. You make the best guess just based on what you see. Your guesses and your comments have no effect on the person's grade. So you will first guess what's going on in the storyboard, and then you will finish with a suggestion or two for improvement, how the storyboard could have been clearer. And then and also you can post any ideas that you have, like, oh, you know what would be really cool is if your animation ended with blah, blah, blah. Right? That's how we make all this stuff better. So let me just show you a quick example with one not from our class. Okay, so let's say just for example that this was one of the storyboards that were available. I'd first go on and click it, say I will be posting a reply to this storyboard, and then take a good look at it, think about what I want to type, then go back in, hit the reply button on that person's post again, type it up, or I could just simply open up Word and type it all in Word first and then copy and paste it into the post. So that's what I'm going to do, just so you can see me type this up, because I don't have a post to put this into. So I take a good look at this and probably putting a number for each frame. And remember, the convention is left to right from top to bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so after studying these first couple frames, I might write something like this. 1, a man is on a fairly large boat on the ocean. And then see, I'm just putting a number in here to represent which storyboards I'm talking about. Man grabs a barrel, man throws this barrel overboard, and it looks to contain toxic substances. 4, 5, and 6, which are these. Man sets up some heavy-duty fishing equipment. 4, 5, 6, and then 7 is man pulling up a large quantity of fish in the net. So 4, 5, and 6 I just lumped together because it all, got us going in that direction, that something was being dropped in the water as far as fishing equipment. And then I just keep going from there and tell the whole story the way I see it. If there's anything in here that I'm not sure of, like, at first I had no idea what was going on here. I thought the ocean was just turning nasty. But that's probably how I would write it, is, the ocean starts turning green. In fact, let me just tell you what I would write. In fact, I'd have to go back and mention that there. And that's why Word works pretty nice, because it's much easier. Man is proud of his accomplishments. Takes a drink, throws the can in the water along with another one. The ocean is looking very nasty at this point. And then a turn for change. We see that the ocean has turned into a ugly serpent, looming over the man. The serpent actually gulps the man up, turns, twists, goes around, and then we realize that this is an allegorical event of the world being split in two by man's inability to I don't know what was going on in the person's mind. I'm just making this up based on the best guess of what I can see. And I'll tell you just from, experience, and this personal, well, not this personal experience, but the experience of working with this student, is the student ended up ending the animation here because of feedback she received from other students that this was just, a little too much, that, the story was, we got you right here. And it also a little bit of a twist of Mother Nature getting revenge, but it certainly tells the story that man can't keep doing that. She didn't have to take it all the way to here to do it, and it still turned out to be an excellent storyboard and an excellent animation, which I think was all the better because of the fact that she did this storyboard first, which is the whole point of doing the storyboard. You get some feedback from your classmates or your coworkers, whatever the case is. And okay, then I would just simply copy and paste that, put it into, hit the reply button and put it into the post for whoever storyboard that was. And then we are all going to meet online next week doing a Zoom conference. If you've never done that before, it's just a way for everyone to share their screens, talk to each other online. This is the invite right here. I will make sure that that is not only in the announcement, but it'll also be in the email that goes out to you today, along with a full invite, just in case you are not able to do it online. Hopefully you can. It's a much better experience if you can do it online and see the screens. But it is mandatory. It'll be at 2:30, and I will open up the Zoom meeting at 2:30. So just in case you've never done it before and you just want to make sure it's working. So for those 10 minutes between 2:30 and 3:30, I'll be checking email, and just in case someone's like, Steve, I can't find you. But I've never had a problem so far with this, and I've done it for a few different classes and with some colleagues. You're just simply going to click on there. It takes you into Zoom, asks you if you want to join in the meeting. You say yes. Do you want to use your video screen? Please click yes. Do you want to use video? Please, audio. Please click yes. And then you can mute your audio if you're, like, if you got your dog next to you like I do and you're afraid he might bark. But then if you got a question, you just unmute and ask the question. Okay, let's look at the last item that is due, which will get posted here for the week of April 13th. Announcements for April 13th. Okay, so for April 13th, the electronic storyboard is the other item that is due. And then, like I said, I'll post the information we just went over in here so that you know that you also have until April 13th to make the post to the storyboard. Now, the electronic storyboard, I went over that in detail last week, so watch last week's video for that. But you'll just simply post those 4 files for the electronic storyboard in the discussion post that is labeled for April 13th. Okay, let me know your questions, and look forward to actually, as close as possible, meeting with you on the 13th via Zoom.